So I'm going to show you one of the most important things you're going to do at West Point and beyond, and that's using your calendar. So I have the new Outlook, or the old Outlook here. I prefer it, but we're going to go to the new Outlook in a second so that you can see some of the different things that are here. So you see my calendar. This is Reorgi Week. What I'm looking at here, I have a lot of stuff on the calendar, but I can see that a lot of these are dark blue. That means I've accepted them. I'm going to come. But over here, you see that there's a meeting today that I haven't. It's light blue. If I double click that, it'll give me these choices, and I'm going to put accept. And then you'll see that it becomes dark blue. What this does is it blocks off that time on my calendar so no one else can put something there, which is important. Not that there's much space to put anything there, but how do you make a calendar invite with, for example, me? You see there's space here in the first week. Let's suppose I want to have a meeting with someone. I'm going to show you my favorite way. My favorite way is to look up their email. So we're going to make a meeting with the course director. And then I'm going to go here over to these three dots, and I'm going to look for this thing called new scheduling poll. I don't actually make the poll. I just use it to see when someone is free. And what you'll see here is these little icons that show you when we're both free. So we're both free today at 8 a.m. She'd be very unhappy, I think, if I did that. But I see these red things here. That's me. I'm not free at those times. If I go to the week of the 18th on a different day, if I click there, I can get the 18th, which is the first day of class. I see that she has a lot of icons here that are free, and I can just choose one. Now, if you keep going next, it'll put a poll into this email, and she could click that poll, and it automatically becomes a calendar invite. I actually don't use that because it requires her to open her email and do something extra. So what I do is I go to the calendar and go to that time, which was 11 o'clock. I double click that spot. I want this to be a half an hour meeting with Major Colgan. And I'm going to put this, and I have to put her name, and then say there 3254. That's my office. And I'm going to erase this Teams. That automatically puts a Teams invite. So AI help on setting up an invite. And I'm going to put send. I'm going to actually do this. I'll explain to her later why I did this. But that's going to put a dark blue meeting on my calendar. It'll be light blue on her side, and she'll open it and hopefully double click it. I think I'm crazy for sending her this, but that's how it works. That's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to go to this thing called add, where the three dots. So you're in the home on your calendar, go to the three dots, go add, and then from address book, I'm going to look up Major Colgan. There she is. There's two Major Colgans because her and her husband are both here, but I want her calendar. And it gives it a little minute. Boom, there's her calendar. I can superimpose it over mine, and I can see the spot she's free. So now it's tentative. She's tentatively free because I put something there. But I can go to someplace. She's busy at all these other times, so I can't put something there. It shows me when she's blocked out. Those are her dark blue sections of her calendar. So let's say I see here there's a spot. So I'm going to X out. I see this 10. X her calendar out because you'll accidentally might put something there. But 10 o'clock, she's free. And then I can put a calendar invite just like I did before. So I'm going to cancel this invite for her. To cancel something, right click, cancel meeting, send cancellation. Now, On the new version of Outlook, if you might have that, it might look different than mine. Usually cadets get in and they get whatever they get, but this is what I have. It's this ugly brown color, but if you go to the calendar, it's still the same, still have the same stuff, but and it's still the same over here. So you have, if I want to put a meeting with her, still the 3 dots. You still have the scheduling pool. So nothing's different. It just looks slightly different. So all that same stuff that I showed you before, double clicking your calendar, going to your calendar, is all the same. Definitely ask me questions about this if you have one, because it's really, really important. I don't like the new Outlook, so I'm going to go back to the old Outlook. It's really important because everyone at West Point sends calendar invites, works with their calendar. So this is the way we work together.